son, I love him. For him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes on the road.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the...
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play and who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing now is Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Wait, that 380. 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, Alabama. Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play action now. Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Winston now from the 50. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Take right.
Winston now. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 30 yards. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 9.
They start the drive with White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing. Check it, reload.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Wait, 53.
His team showed up.
Trip. You got 3. Hey, 66. What's mine? Tight as Ringo. Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out here in the eye. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Winston sneaking it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Patriots 10. Santos to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kill. Hey, alert 3. 72. Check Mike 45. Recon, 132 fighter. Alert! Check 20. All right, we got 450.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike 51. Crunch time, defense. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They go play action. Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Wait, 10, wait, 20. 25. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check it. Check 99.
On second down and 4, Brady. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check that. 180. Check 45 the money. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Rip. Check. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. The ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. He completes it right side of White. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, here's White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Alert. Watch twist.
They stay on the ground with White. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Brady now to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? Blue ready. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got Rome. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Check it.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Move. We got 4. We got
He's back to throw. That's complete to White.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
alert. Give me some. Hey, check it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson with time running out, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Winston to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Ready? Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To throw is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Winston. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously cannot have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Ready? White 25. Let's get ready. Let's get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll buy some time right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to